A country celebrates when its GDP crosses a historic milestone. Headlines scream the economy is booming. Politicians claim success, investors cheer, and statistics glow. Yet outside the television studios, millions still struggle with stagnant wages, rising costs, and uncertain livelihoods. How can an economy grow so fast while ordinary lives barely improve? The confusion lies in a dangerous misunderstanding. Many people treat GDP as a symbol of prosperity, assuming a bigger economy automatically means richer citizens. But reality tells a different story. Some of the largest economies still face modest living standards. The missing piece is a simple but powerful concept that changes the entire story. We are about to untangle one of the most misunderstood ideas in economics. By the end, the difference between GDP and GDP per capita will not only be clear, it will feel obvious. Let us begin with GDP or Gross Domestic Product. Gross Domestic Product measures the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced within a country in a given period, usually a year. Think of it as the size of economic engine. Factories producing cars, farmers harvesting crops, software companies writing code, hospitals delivering healthcare. All of this adds to GDP. When GDP rises, it signals that economic activity is expanding. However, there is a catch. GDP only tells us how large the economy is, not how that wealth is shared among people. Imagine two countries producing the same total economic output. One has 10 million people, the other has 100 million. Both economies appear identical when they look only at GDP. But when we divide that total output among citizens, the picture changes dramatically. In the smaller country, each individual enjoys a larger share of national income. In the larger country, the same economic pie must feed many more people. This is where GDP per capita enters the story. GDP per capita simply divides total GDP by the population. It acts like an average income indicator, helping us understand the typical economic share available to each person. Now consider the global example. Countries with massive populations often rank among the largest economies in terms of total GDP. Yet their GDP per capita remains much lower than smaller developed nations. Meanwhile, certain small European economies produce far less total output but record extremely high GDP per capita because their economic wealth is distributed among relatively few citizens. This difference explains an important economic truth. GDP reflects economic power while GDP per capita reflects the average level of prosperity. But the story does not end here. Even GDP per capita has limitations. It represents an average and does not capture inequality. A nation may record high GDP per capita while wealth remains concentrated among a small section of society. Many citizens may still struggle despite impressive averages. That is why economists increasingly look beyond GDP indicators alone. Measures like the Human Development Index combine income with health and education to provide a broader picture of well being. Similarly, discussions on inclusive growth highlight the importance of ensuring that economic expansion improves the lives of all citizens rather than only expanding statistical aggregates. So, the next time someone celebrates a rising GDP number, pause for a moment, ask a deeper question. How much of that prosperity actually reaches the people? Because in economics, a bigger economy does not always means a richer society. Understanding this difference transforms how we interpret growth, development, and the real meaning of prosperity.